Sister Wives. Kody Brown discusses the possibility of taking on more wives. Will he and Robyn Brown continue to be polygamous dear loves? Welcome to USA Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Sister Wives star and former polygamous patriarch Kody Brown is in a monogamous relationship now. But will he ever take on additional wives? At his peak, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. In 2021, his third wife, Kody Brown, decided to divorce the polygamist, and it opened up a Pandora's box of breakups. Over 14 months, 3 of Kody's 4 wives walked away from the marriage and the plural family for good. Going through multiple divorces soured Kody on the idea of polygamy, but that doesn't mean he'll never take on another wife. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 premiered, Kody was in a monogamous relationship with his 4th and youngest wife, Robyn Brown. This was distressing to Robyn. Ironically, her addition to the family may have triggered the family's eventual dissolution. When the series premiered in 2010, Kody was courting Robyn. Once she and her 3 children from her first marriage joined the Brown family, dynamics changed, resentments grew, and nothing would be the same. Will Kody and Robyn marry more wives? Robyn always knew she was marrying Kody to marry into the family. When she met the Browns during the premiere season of Sister Wives, they were one big happy family, living in a shared compound in Utah. She saw how happy they were together and wanted the same for herself and her children. Over time, Kody adopted Robyn's children, and they went on to have 2 biological children of their own. Sadly, Robyn's polygamous dreams would be dashed by reality. Robyn may have been eager to live in a polygamous family, but her experiences over the last few years have soured her on the matter. During a recent Sister Wives Season 19 episode, Robyn discussed her feelings about adding another wife to the family. The mother of 5 confessed that she's now very scared of plural marriage because of what has happened to her family. She went on to add that there's a lot of, trauma there. She also said she would need to be very secure in her relationship with any potential sister wife. During a recent episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody and Robyn reflect on their feelings about polygamy in light of everything that happened. When Robyn asked Kody if he missed being part of a polygamous family, his answer was clear. "I don't want to be flippant with my answer because we were devoted to this, but I'm not interested in plural marriage anymore," Kody said. Later, he told the cameras, "I don't want to pursue another woman because I don't want that headache. The questions, the struggles, the wonder about trust. I'm not in that space." Kody was careful to say that he didn't regret everything about being in a plural family. The Sister Wives Season 19 star said he couldn't deny that his children were a blessing. Though Kody was close to his children while they were growing up, these days, he barely speaks to many of his older children. After Kody married Robyn, many of his older children felt neglected by their father and came to resent him. Many of Kody's children are married or in long-term relationships. Not a single one of them has opted for a plural marriage. Since leaving Kody, his 3 ex-wives have moved on. Kody is remarried to David Woolley, and they have a decidedly monogamous marriage with no desire to expand. Kody's former first wife, Mary Brown, is single and looking for a man to spend her life with. Kody's former second wife, Janelle Brown, has decided she's not interested in dating anyone right now, let alone another polygamist. The Sister Wives stars were all as traumatized by polygamy as Kody and Robyn were. Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown has been clear that his relationships with his older kids and his relationship with his remaining wife, Robyn Brown, are currently separate, making it clear that he's pushing her out of that part of his life to make space for what he wants. Kody, who's the father of 18 children, has been dealing with issues with the majority of his kids for years. Despite the fact that he spent part of Sister Wives Season 19's beginning swearing he was making amends with his kids when he wasn't, things seem to be changing for the patriarch. Despite Kody's divorces from Kody Brown, Janelle Brown, and Mary Brown seemingly coloring his children's perspectives of their father, he's been doing his best to keep Robyn in the loop when it comes to his relationships with his kids. As his remaining wife, Kody's been confiding in Robyn about the difficulties he's faced in his relationships with the kids. but he's also been open about how much they struggle with her being part of the outreach process. Kody's behavior hasn't been great over the years, but both he and the kids have tried to make an effort at staying close. In a recent episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody shared with Robyn that he'd been visiting his daughter with Kody Brown, Aspen Thompson, when a few of his other kids had come over as well. While he hadn't anticipated seeing more of his children, it was a welcome surprise, but the conversation that followed didn't appear to be the usual sort for the group. While Kody and his kids have had a strained relationship over the years, things have become increasingly difficult after his divorces from their mothers, leaving Kody primarily dealing with Robyn's kids than any other group. During the conversation, which Robyn kept trying to correct, Kody was more of a confrontation, despite not being present to witness it. Kody shared that he and the kids had talked a lot about their relationships and what they wanted out of them. Sharing that he'd heard out the kids about their concerns about his behavior, Kody and his children had come to somewhat of an impasse about their relationship, making some positive shifts. While Robyn appeared to be interested in what Kody was saying, it was clear Kody having positive relationships with his kids was a threat to her. While Kody visiting his kids without Robyn present was a positive for him, it's become clear over the years that when Robyn is around, Kody's only real concern is her. Despite knowing that he has 18 children who have different degrees of need for him, Kody's behavior is often geared toward his wife rather than his family if Robyn is there. This behavior has been obvious since the start of his marriage to Robyn, and has been a way for her to make sure that Kody is focused on her rather than any of his other marriages, children, or responsibilities. Although Robyn's been doing her best to ensure she's involved in the relationships Kody shares with his kids, it's been obvious that he's trying to leave her out of the equation more frequently in recent years. After hearing how impactful Robyn's presence has been on Kody's relationships with his kids, typically in a negative way, Kody seems like he's decided to make a change and move more toward sharing relationships with them that don't involve his wife. In a show of self-awareness, Kody's seemingly prioritizing his kids rather than his wife. The Sister Wives star could finally see some growth. I have noticed some clues while watching Sister Wives that suggest Mykelti Brown had been Kody Brown's favorite wife before Robyn Brown entered the picture. Kody and Meri have gone through two separations. The first was in 2014, when Kody legally divorced Meri so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children. Although Kody and Meri had been married since 1990, they remained spiritually bonded until 2020, when they ultimately ended their relationship for good. However, while Kody seemed ready for Meri to walk away, she wasn't willing to give up on him so easily. Meri was 19 when she married 21-year-old Kody, but their relationship quickly grew distant. Kody's emotional coldness left Meri feeling isolated, and his favoritism toward Robyn strained all his marriages. Meri's fertility struggles added more tension, as she longed for children, but Kody showed little interest in starting a family with her. After Meri became involved in a catfishing scandal, Kody used the incident to further distance himself. He had already prioritized his other wives over Meri. Still, one wonders could things have turned out differently if Kody had been honest about his true feelings for her from the start. While spending time with Meri on their 32nd anniversary, Kody hinted that he never really loved her, and only married her because he felt he had to. I was honestly stunned he would say something like that, especially after so many years. Meri responded, "I know you loved me," and asked why he even proposed if his feelings weren't real. At the time, they were both single, and he chose her willingly. I don't blame Meri for wanting to understand why fake love and stay in a relationship for decades to her. It felt cruel, like she was just a convenient choice. Kody's response to Meri's accusation was honestly startling to me. He didn't confirm or deny what she said. He just completely avoided commenting on it. Later, he claimed their marriage had been rocky the entire time because he had such a better relationship with his other wives. Hearing him say he should have ended things 25 years ago was honestly heartbreaking. But what really stood out to me was his admission that he stayed out of fear. He believed that leadership wouldn't let him marry again if he was seen as someone who discards wives. That just felt so calculated. I still can't believe Kody didn't leave Meri. even after admitting he never loved her and regretted marrying her. He openly said he stayed in a loveless marriage and misled Marie about wanting to fix things just to keep the door open for marrying more women. That's hard to hear. Despite claiming to value love and family, his actions told a different story. To me, it felt like he was stringing Mary along, not out of love or loyalty, but for his own benefit. His admission made it clear he stayed for selfish reasons, not because he cared about their relationship. At the same time, Kody gave Mary hope that their marriage still had a chance. He made her believe he would work on their relationship shortly after their 1990 wedding. I can't help but think, were those mixed messages Kody himself admitted they were? That left Mary feeling like she'd been wearing blinders for years. I honestly don't blame her for questioning everything. She started to wonder if Kody had been trying to push her away all along by constantly saying he didn't love her. Was he just trying to avoid being the bad guy by waiting for her to leave it? Really seems like Kody has convinced himself of a version of events that doesn't reflect the full reality. In my opinion, his relationships with Janelle and Christine were far more strained than what he had with Mary. Kody and Janelle's marriage had long-standing issues. Her growing independence, his self-centeredness, and constant parenting conflicts. He slammed her for making single-woman decisions and resented her for siding with the kids. Meanwhile, Janelle clearly felt emotionally neglected. What really stood out to me was how distant Kody became from their children, especially after the move to Flagstaff. That only deepened the cracks. When it came to Christine, I saw how deeply her relationship with Kody suffered because of their mismatched needs for intimacy. She felt unloved and unappreciated, and Kody even told her outright that he wasn't attracted to her, which was incredibly hurtful. Over time, she noticed him pulling away emotionally too. It was clear to me that Kody wasn't prioritizing Christine or her kids, while his growing affection for Robyn and her family became more and more obvious. That shift took a serious toll on Christine. Her concerns were brushed aside, and Kody just stayed emotionally unavailable throughout it all. Mary agreed to polygamy before even marrying Kody, and from what I've seen, she genuinely embraced the idea of adding more wives to the family. She seemed enthusiastic about the plural lifestyle, partly because her father had 5 wives and often talked about it with Kody. Those conversations played a huge role in Kody's decision to live this way. Mary and Kody spent their first 3 years of marriage alone before Janelle and Christine joined, showing just how committed she was to the idea. Honestly, without Mary's influence and support, Sister Wives might not have even existed in the first place. Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown-Padron is facing backlash following her latest post. The 28-year-old mom has been documenting every moment with her growing family. She welcomed twin baby boys on November 17, 2022. Since then, Mykelti has continued to keep her followers updated about her parenthood. But she's getting called out for her latest post as she puts her kids' lives in danger. Keep reading to see what happened. Mykelti has been thriving as a social media influencer. She has done multiple sidelines over the years, including being a consultant for LuLaRoe. She also does Cameo with her husband, where they sell personalized videos for a price. Most of the time, the Sister Wives star talks about shocking topics regarding her father. She also claimed that her dad had alienated his older kids from his ex-wives even more when Janelle's son, Garrison, passed away. But aside from her social media antics, Mykelti is getting blasted for what she did to her kids. Mykelti Brown-Padron recently took to FB to share a photo of her kids, Avalon, Archer, and Ace. According to the Sister Wives star, there was so much mess after they baked cookies, but the kids helped her cook and clean afterwards. Mykelti added that she likes being able to teach them how to work in the kitchen, adding, "I learned some great life skills from helping my mom in the kitchen while growing up." However, Mykelti was called out for putting her kids' lives in danger by making them step on fragile-looking mini chairs to reach the kitchen counter. Great. But do me a favor, turn the chairs the other way around next time. If they should fall, it's not as dangerous like when they fall over the back of the chair. I ended up in the hospital when I stepped on a folding chair. Keep building beautiful memories that will last a lifetime. And yes, about the chairs, it could be dangerous. They need little step stools, not those chairs they will fold up and they will fall. This wasn't the first time Mykelti shared how her kids like to take things to the extreme. Recently, the Sister Wives star uploaded a clip of her daughter wall climbing without any safety harness. She was able to pass through the course horizontally. It was quite a height, even.